ter dificuldade.
The waves. Only 3 scoundrels left. Knowing them, their first thought is that this means a larger share of the treasury. There's no time to mourn or celebrate. You've survived, but your ship's badly damaged, and you're not alone. That's the Sunfish, the personal vessel of Solomon Sanko, governor of the Crown Islands. He's taken a battering from the storm. Though, it's still in better condition than your poor ship. Wait, those aren't sailors. They're orcs. The most feared pirates in these seas. The governor and his captain are tied up on the deck. The orcs clearly don't want you interfering with their plans. Prepare to be boarded.
Trying
to free himself, and he's found his pistol.
Nada. Não, parou, opa. Cadê? Ela. Cadê minha mão?
You've done it! With some help from Captain Starling. Together, the scoundrels and the captain free Governor Sanko, who thanks you all profusely.
Your ship's in no shape to sail. You should come with us to the capital.
Offers the governor.
Cadê aqui, ó? Vamos ver. O que eu faço aqui? Aceito.
The governor's right. Your storm-battered vessel is headed to the bottom of the ocean. It seems the scoundrels have no choice but to bring their precious treasure aboard the Sunfish.
Excellent,
Says the governor.
take the cabin next to mine. When we get to Half Arch, you shall be properly rewarded for your bravery.
Half Arch, capital and largest city of the Crown Islands. Home to fishers, traders, smugglers, artisans, privateers, and scoundrels.
Come with me.
Insists Solomon Sanko, the governor is determined to make good on his promise. Later that day, after a feast in his estate, the governor surprises the scoundrels with something they never thought they'd experience. Fame and glory.
Cara, isso é muito da hora.
All hail the heroes of Half Arch! Thomas Turlinger, brilliant apothecary dedicated to helping others. This is Hammer, warrior of true conviction and strength. Nuna the Wise, who
Hey!
protects us with mysterious powers. Unfortunately, our heroes can't stay for long, so let's drink in their honor. Without further ado, let us begin the Heroes Celebration!
Limpo tudo. Isso aqui.
I hope you had a pleasant evening. The heroes of Half Arch are always welcome in this city.
Says the governor before he's called back into the hall.
Ah, it's the heroes. Leaving already. That's a shame.
May we meet again in equally joyful circumstances, Captain Starling says before excusing himself. After a round of farewells, the scoundrels slip away. Though they've lost one of their number, they've gained a second chance. They agree to split the treasure equally and go their separate ways.
Ai, meu filho, vamos embora. Oh, tesouro, gente, tesouro. Ah, um deles tem que subir. Eu vou subir o carinha aqui.
Time for your award. Choose a new ability and it's yours. Thomas appraises the treasure with a keen eye, weighing his options before scooping several stacks of coins into pouches and leaving Half-Arch.
Vai ficar mais forte. Agora ponto.
The hammer shoves a few bars of solid gold into her rucksack before leaving Half-Arch. She doesn't know what her future holds, but she's never been one for making plans. Choosing a deceptively humble pouch of precious gems, Nuna slips the treasure inside her sleeve before leaving, hopefully to a remote, peaceful island. And with that, the treasure chest is empty, and our scoundrels... I mean, heroes go their separate ways, vowing to put their scoundrel days behind them. And they did. Well, at least for some time.
Legal, né? Essa cara dela é um pelé.
7 years is a long time. Long enough to build a whole new, quieter life. Tonight the scoundrels return to Half-Arch for the first time since that day.
Over here.
It's Governor Sanko.
Quickly, we may be watched.
A figure darts from the shadows and stabs the governor. This is very bad. You must find out why the governor summoned you. The governor is barely conscious and gravely wounded. Your scoundrel tends to him as best they can. A city watch patrol. This is not good timing. More city watch. They must have heard something while on guard duty on the West Dock. That's not good either. And then there's the governor's mysterious assailant. They're getting away. 3 problems. And only 2 of you left. Make a choice, quick! Your scoundrel will have to be fast to chase down the assassin before they get away. Your scoundrel darts forward, but the assassin is too fast. You hear noises from the East Docks, but you'll have to deal with the City Watch before investigating. The gates can be barred, keeping the City Watch out, but it's usually a 2-person job. impressive feat of strength. Your scoundrel drops the bar into place. The City Watch won't be getting in that way. The governor's eyes open, then widen as he recognizes Nuna.
You... stay away from me. I know how you got your power, and what it cost. I know about all your pasts, and soon everyone else will, too.
Crawling away took the last of his strength. He's dead. A quick search of the governor turns up a map of the islands with several locations marked, each one horribly familiar to one of the scoundrels. No time to wonder what the governor's words or map mean. The City Watch have seen the scoundrels with his dead body. You'll have to fight them off. The watch, but it's only a matter of time before more come to investigate the commotion. You need to get out of Half Arch, and that means you need a ship. At the east docks is the governor's ship, the Sunfish. He doesn't need it anymore, but there are plenty across the Crown who'll recognize it, for good or ill. And it's where that assassin went. The scoundrels don't recognize the ship at the west docks. The guard probably means captured pirate or smuggler. Maybe good for laying low, but who knows who owns it. Whichever one you're going to take, now's the time to choose. The privateer militia, the Crown's navy of authorized pirates, has impounded what looks like a smuggling ship and captured one of its crew. It's called the Sawtooth. The scoundrels haven't heard of it. Hopefully no one else has either. The city watch officers noticed the scoundrels immediately. Hey, where are Terry and Neil? They must have done something to him. The chained smuggler is trying to get your attention. Maybe she can help you. Hey, you want this ship? So do I. Let me free and I'll sail it for you. She seems genuine, and you could pick that lock. Your scoundrel begins picking the padlock. It's tricky, but they're sure they can do it. Another tumbler falls into place. Nearly done it. The smuggler's chains drop to the ground. Thanks, friend. I'm Anguilla. But let's save the introductions for after I get my ship back, eh?
Sawtooth is free. Now, what do you want with my ship?
The scoundrels explain they've been framed for a murder they didn't commit, and they need a ship to escape and catch the real killers.
On the run, trying to prove your innocence. Never heard that one before and believed it.
But, all right, you've got yourselves a first mate.
Now, say the word and we'll set sail. Finally, let's get my Sawtooth underway. Now, let's be clear. When this is all over, I'll be wanting my ship back.
Once clear of the docks, the scoundrels examine the map they found on the Governor. The marked locations are places from each scoundrel's past, a past they had hoped to leave behind. Let me see that. Anguilla snatches the map.
I knew it. This is an old sailor's code on the back. I can figure out what it says, given a day or two.
As you sail the Crown Islands, your choices won't just affect you. The consequences of your actions will be reported in the Crown Herald. The scoundrels have been set up, and killing those guards won't have helped their case. You're gonna have to find out who framed you to clear your name. Who was the masked assassin? And who knew the scoundrel's secrets and told the Governor? Your scoundrels will need all the help they can get. Go on, pick an upgrade. While the code is deciphered, you have another clue to investigate. The Governor's map. Revisiting those places will be hard for the scoundrels, but it's your only lead. Thomas hasn't returned home in years. His manservant Wandsworth may know something. Nuna knows the way through the reef. There's a power in Bastoia that could help, she says. The ship proceeds slowly, following Nuna's instructions to pass through the treacherous Black Reef. There's an eerie silence aboard. The Hammer's only question betrays her fear of Nuna's power. Do they all have sorcery on Bastoia? She's relieved that the answer is no, but wonders aloud what makes Nuna so special. Nuna replies that it was simple. She didn't die in the trials. Thomas starts a barrage of excited questions. How are Nuna's powers linked to Bastoia? Where do they truly come from? How were they bestowed? She cuts him off with a glare. She's not a specimen to be studied, and there must never be another like her. I knew you wasn't really from Jaw's side, and I figure Nuna ain't your real name either. Makes sense though. Only village on the Crown where you can see the Temple of Bastoya on a clear day. Looking from afar, but never going back. I'm sure you got your reasons. As the ship clears the reef, an uneasy feeling settles on the crew. There's a reason outsiders don't come here, and that Nuna never tried to return. Nuna guided you to a hidden landing spot with a disused path which has brought the scoundrels to this courtyard undetected. But you're not the only one sneaking around. That was one of the assassins who killed the governor, but they're gone now. Best to focus on the task in hand. Nuna needs a shadow stone for her scrying ritual, and they're all inside the temple. But these Bastoyans won't be pleased to see her. You better figure out a way to get inside. These statues of Nuna could provide cover for the scoundrels to seek to the eastern steps without being seen, if they have the finesse to time it right. Nuna waits for the right moment and dashes between the statues, but she's not quite quick enough.
Who goes there? Wait, is that... It is. The Anointed One. Quickly! We must alert the others!
That's not good. Better find those shadow stones quickly before they come back. The paved steps slowly give way to a carved tunnel which leads the scoundrels to the anointing chamber, and one of the 3 shadow stones. These caverns are why the cult of the thing outside came to Bastoya. Beneath it flows the blood from below. Shadows from the realm outside, congealed into thick, dark fluid. This anointing chamber was built to grant Nuna her powers. She lay in the sarcophagus, and the sluices covered her in liquid shadow until she drowned. A distant memory, but one she can never forget. But the blood mustn't flow unless a ritual demands it. So why are the sluice gates open? It must have been the assassins. You must act quickly. Complete the scrying ritual and escape before the vile ichor rises too high. Or close the sluice gates to stop it from flowing altogether. Either way, you'll also need to fight off the things from below. Creatures of liquid darkness that swim into this dimension through the blood.
Tá. Para força, eu vou postar aqui. Pela inteligência. Ok. Você vai seguir na força.
The path leading to the sluice gate has crumbled away. Your scoundrel will need finesse to jump over the blood from below and get to it. They slip and fall. A chill beyond cold saps their soul. They're not keen to fall in again. The path leading to the sluice gate has crumbled away. Your scoundrel will need finesse to jump over the blood from below and get to it. They slip and fall. A chill beyond cold saps their soul. They're not keen to fall in again. Another one. Better close those gates or get out of here fast. The dark, geomantic energies of the temple are focused into shadow stones like this. If she concentrates, Nuna can use its power to see what is hidden, just as the thing outside does, with its many eyes. The energies of the shadow stone enhance Nuna's powers, and she starts shaping it for the ritual. But it'll take some time to complete. Another one! Better close those gates, or get out of here fast.
Legal.
Nuna reels from the Shadow Stone's dark power as she receives her vision. But she's seen too much. The images were so vast, so quick. She'll need the power of another Shadow Stone to bring what she saw into focus. Best not linger in the caverns. The two exits lead to the other Shadow Stones. The western stairs ascend to the sky portal on the temple summit, the other crucial component of the anointing ritual. The eastern stairs lead to the throne room, from which Nuna once ruled as the anointed one. Another one! Better close those gates, or get out of here fast. I'm not sure you're taking this rising ichor of an unfathomable dark god situation very seriously. Come on! Close the sluice gates, or escape while you still can. Another one! Better close those gates, or get out of here fast. Another one. Better close those gates or get out of here fast. The mechanism for this sluice gate looks intact. Just pull the lever to close it. The lever sticks a bit, then shifts. The mouth of the sluice gate slams shut. Another one. Better close those gates or get out of here fast. I'm not sure you're taking this rising ichor of an unfathomable dark god situation very seriously. Come on, close the sluice gates or escape while you still can. Another one. Better close those gates or get out of here fast. As the scoundrels ascend, Nuna recalls the last time she set foot in the throne room, when she was hounded from the island by rebels. With the sluice gates closed, the remaining blood from below will hopefully drain away before it causes too much trouble. The Anointed One's throne room. Bastoyans would come here to beg for her aid, or to answer for breaking the cult's law. Her subjects obeyed her out of fear. I should be so lucky. Just a little joke. It sounds horrible. The assassins must have only been interested in the sluices underground. It doesn't look like they've been here. Hopefully, with this Shadow Stone, Nuna can control her vision, and so focus on and remember the important details. As before, Nuna starts the ritual, but with nothing about to attack her, it should go quickly and smoothly this time. Right? This seems bad, but Nuna assures the scoundrels this is meant to happen. The throne room's Shadow Stone was used to supplement her power when necessary. This, on the other hand, is definitely bad. Somehow, the throne is redirecting the stone's energy. The assassins must be behind this. That statue is now infused with the dark energies of the realm outside, and Nuna can feel another surge coming. Just when you think things can't get any worse. The first Bastorian is Aldos, leader of the rebels who deposed the Anointed One, chasing Nuna from the island. Oh, they recognize her instantly. Oh, you have a brief moment to act before all hell breaks loose. Use it wisely. Aldos and the Bastorians are shocked to see the Anointed One. Maybe one of your scoundrels can convince them you're here to help. The scoundrel tells the truth about the assassin's sabotage, and Aldos's expression reveals this makes sense of something he's seen. Very well. We'll gather at the temple entrance. But this isn't over yet. Aldos orders the other Bastorians out, keeping an eye on the monsters near the throne. I believe you, Anointed One, but I'd be a fool to trust you. It's clear the alliance is temporary. Aldos hasn't forgotten Nuna's decades of cruelty. The realm outside's energy is animating the statue. If a scoundrel can push hard enough, they might be able to topple it, smashing it before it can come alive. That was a mighty shove. The statue smashes into the temple floor. A chill fills the room as the Shadow Stone weakens the barrier to the realm outside. Shadow things hungrily push their way through. Nuna completes her scrying ritual, and the glimpses she had before come sharply into focus. She gasps. The image is swirling. But knowledge acquired through magic takes time to settle in the mind. Escape first, exposition later. But your enemies won't let you leave without a fight. Someone has drawn strange sigils in the dust on the throne. If your scoundrel times it just right, they could rub them out in between energy pulses. But if they get caught in the beam, it's gonna hurt. Your scoundrel reaches out for the symbols, but they're not quite thick enough. They're struck by dark energy from the Shadow Stone, and the symbols do their work. Cold, unearthly power chills them, then lances out toward the second statue. But since you convinced the Bastorians to leave, no one saw your heroics. they still might not trust you. No good deed goes unpunished, as they say. There are shouts and crashes from the courtyard, but it's the only way back to your ship. You have the vision you came for, but Nuna needs some time to rest before she can share it. Time to get out of the temple and off this island.
Smonci.
Outside the temple, all is not well on the island of Bastoia. The energies stirred up by Nuna's use of the shadow stones have allowed shadow things to swarm in the courtyard. With the sluice gates open, things from below bubble up from the anointing chamber. The tampering in the throne room has directed dark energies into the courtyard statues as well. It's Sekvan, Nuna's once loyal servant.
Anointed One, you have returned, and what glorious chaos you have brought us.